For fathers with sons, he's watching everything. Welcome to the family TV. Fathers, your son is watching everything. What are you teaching him right now? You may not notice it. You may think he's distracted. You may think he's too young to understand. But he sees more than you think. And by the end of this video, you'll understand just how much your everyday behavior is shaping the man he is becoming. Why this matters. Many fathers believe their greatest influence will come through advice, through long talks, through correction, through instructions. But boys don't learn manhood through speeches. They learn it through observation. Your son is learning from what repeats in your home. What happens on ordinary days? What happens when no one is watching? What feels normal to him now becomes familiar later, and what feels familiar often feels acceptable. Here's what every father needs to hear. Your son does not need perfection. He needs honesty. He needs effort. He needs growth. When you apologize, you teach strength. When you improve, you teach possibility. Even small changes today rewrite tomorrow's story. Your son may forget what you said, but he will never forget what you showed him. He is watching how you live, how you love, how you lead. If this message reached you, share it with a father raising a son. Comment, "My son is watching me," if you're with us. This is how patterns pass from one generation to another. And this is also how patterns can be healed. This is how strength is taught. And this is also how healing can begin. So let me ask you something. If your son became you tomorrow, would you be proud? What habits would you want him to keep? What reactions would you hope he would change? This is not a question meant to shame you. It is a mirror, and mirrors are meant to guide how you treat his mother. Let's talk about the lesson that speaks the loudest. The way you treat his mother. Your son notices your tone. Whether you listen or interrupt, whether you dismiss or consider, he watches how disagreements are handled. Not whether you disagree, but whether respect remains. He learns what love sounds like. When voices are raised, he learns what safety feels like. When emotions are tense, if he sees patience, he learns that love can be steady. If he sees ridicule, he learns that love can wound. If he sees silence used as punishment, he learns that emotions are dangerous. This is not about perfection. It's about awareness. Because the way you treat his mother quietly teaches him how women should be treated, how you handle anger and stress. Now let's talk about pressure. Your son is learning what strength looks like by watching how you carry stress. When something breaks, when money is tight, when plans fall apart, does anger enter the room first? Or does restraint? Some fathers explode, some shut down. Both leave impressions. From you, your son learns whether emotions should be feared or understood. He learns whether anger is something to release on others or something to manage within himself. You don't have to be emotionless. You just have to be responsible, because your reactions today become his instincts tomorrow. Fathers, If you will lead with example type fathers with sons, he's watching everything: work, responsibility, and integrity. Your son is also watching your relationship with responsibility, not your achievements, but your attitude. Does he see you follow through? Does he see you admit mistakes? Does he see effort even when results are slow? He learns whether responsibility is a burden or a badge of honor. When you keep promises, you teach trust. When you admit fault, you teach humility. When you show up tired but present, you teach commitment. These quiet moments teach more than success ever could. How you treat others. Your son is watching how you treat people who offer you nothing in return. He listens to how you speak about others when they are not present. Does he hear compassion or contempt? Does he hear empathy or mockery? This is where character is formed, because who you are when there is nothing to gain is who your son learns to become. The quiet mirror. So let me slow this down. If your son became you tomorrow, what would you hope he keeps? What habits would you want him to release? What reactions would you want him to soften? This is not a moment for guilt. It is a moment for leadership, because awareness is where change begins. Comment, "My son is watching me," if you're with us. Here is what every father needs to hear. Your son does not need perfection. He needs honesty. He needs effort. He needs growth. When you apologize, you teach strength. When you change, you teach possibility. Even small improvements today rewrite tomorrow's story. And that is a legacy worth building. Your son may forget your advice, but he will remember your example. He is watching how you live, how you love, how you lead. And in those quiet moments, he's learning who he is allowed to become. If this message reached you, share it with a father raising a son. And subscribe to this Mike May Family TV, where we talk honestly about family, growth, and legacy. Let's build better homes together. Comment one thing your dad did that mattered. One line only. I'll highlight a few in the next video.